organizers, who do we have next?
Finally, to wrap up, after the earlier technical issues, we will be having Vigil Exploratory just to come in, take any more questions, and have a little discussion with you all, as I know that they missed their opportunity earlier. So they'll take the floor and, yeah, go ahead.
Coming around now.
Ship, or
They are already here.
All right.
Please just ensure you're...
Is that right? In a constellation Phoenix?
That is me coming into land.
Okay, gears down, sir, because that's a really nice luxury craft. I think the last Phoenix I got to get a close-up look at was the Skunkworks Death Race, and we had one land at the establishment. Oh yeah, look at the windows on the side there. Very, very posh, very luxurious craft of vessel. I hope to own one myself one day.
This is one of my favorite ships.
A personal vessel. We hadn't intended to show this off for OrgCon, but well, things turn out how they turn out, don't they? I'm coming on down.
So, viewers, if you'll recall, Vigil Exploratory is a faith-based recruiting, English-speaking RP regular. They are UE independent, and we were supposed to get a nice speech from their leader earlier, but we had comm issues.
Absolutely, and I'll be joined here by two of my knight commanders. Free pilots of OrgCon, hail and well met. My name is Riritan. I am Knight Commander of the Vigil Exploratory Fleet. At the dawn of it, the Vigil Exploratory Fleet was formed to provide loose affiliations of pilots that shared a vision, to find a purpose in the stars, to be bold in the face of trials, and to discover their purpose in the depths of the black. Vigil Exploratory believes that space is the last hope, the final frontier, and our last vigil for mankind, and that it must be preserved and defended at all costs. More than ever, enterprising young men, women, and everyone in between took to the verse in search of a new purpose, be it to fight for thrills of combat, to enterprise in an infinitely expanding industry, or to help those in need at their most dire, or maybe even to chart the unknown. All of these pilots broke Atmo for the first time and instantly realized that this is the last place of freedom for mankind, the last place we can be who we are meant to be. The emblazoned heraldry of Vigil is our standard to move forward. The winged crown perched for takeoff in the starry sky above. It symbolizes our position, ready to take heavensward and to take flight. However, as we spread our wings to the depths of space, more and more we find the reality that we are enwrapped in cages of our own designs. Selfishness, militarization, and capitalism on an unforeseeable scale bite down at our ability to fly free. So each knight of the Vigil's fleet is given complete freedom to make their own decisions about the best course of action, be it to focus on combat, to explore, to trade, to do outreach, often doing the best thing to maintain the freedom that can be done, even if that is occasionally outside the law, because as long as our actions are noble and moral, there should be no hesitation to breach that line. And each time that Vigil has breached that line, it has been in such a circumstance that even the UEE would have to turn away. Because how could you condemn an organization bringing medical supplies or helping people break free of an oppressive system? But we are not without a unified goal. For the Knights of the Vigil have a purpose: to build ourselves a rampart in the dark, to find a home in deep space, outside of the territories of the UEE, but safe from vagrancy of piracy and slavery, where we can make a home, where the Knights can protect all who seek shelter, where we can welcome anyone from every walk of life to call themselves safe in our sanctuary, where once behind our doors you will have no need to want for food or medical supplies. So long as we can provide it, we will. And so to every pilot, to every knight at heart, To everyone who wishes to take wings and spread, we welcome you into the wild field of stars.
That was beautiful. Thank you. I have a question to start off with. As
Absolutely.
the regeneration program started out in
Whoops.
2949,
Space
3 years ago,
Ghost.
how has
Get the
your view on
hell out of
your
there.
religion and on life changed as the regeneration program has grown bigger throughout the UEE?
Very good question, Mr. Zark.
Absolutely. Regeneration is another way we can expand our horizon to a new future, and we don't think that there's a reason to be afraid of it. We're not so constrained to the idea that the concerns of people that consciousness is only in one vessel, because as far as I am concerned, when I awake from my next unfortunate death, I will still be me as far as I can perceive. When I awake each morning, I know that I am who I am, because I can no more prove that I'm the same person I was yesterday as I can prove that my last clone body was me.
Is there a version of you that you will meet in the afterlife, in the final end?
The heavy question. I can't say for certain. If space is the final frontier of our physical lives, then whatever awaits us after it is the final frontier of everything. To assume that I know what is there until I have a chance to explore it myself would be presumptuous.
Does Vigil have any competitor orgs or allies?
Not as of yet. We are actually still a fairly young organization. While we have been founded for some years, we only recently had the funding to begin purchasing ships and go public. We are currently recruiting, but being where we are, we have not yet had a chance to make enemies or allies as it is. But I would prefer that we meet more allies in the future.
To
When I
confirm
listen
what
to
you,
your... sorry.
to
go ahead.
confirm what you said earlier, this is your standard uniform, the Artemex. Is that correct?
Yes, at the moment, the Artemex is the outfit that most suits our ideals. We fashion ourselves largely around the Knights of Eld. Until there is a better, we'll say, cape-based armor, the Artemex is our best option.
Go ahead, Mr.
When I
Zark.
listened to your presentation earlier, I interpreted your presentation as you talking about being nomads and you're still looking for a home. Where are you looking primarily? Where would your dream home be, and how would you live there? As a group or as an individual, or what's your plan?
If we are able to make it to the blacks, the depths that we want to, we would be some ways away from UEE space, but we would also be a safe space. We're not looking to be outlaws or criminals. We're looking to put down our own homestead where we can provide safety and food to anyone who wants it. Anybody that seeks protection, be it from the UEE, be it from pirates, anybody who needs a sanctuary, we want to be able to provide that sanctuary to them.
Will you be taking a tact when our first 2 jump gates open from Stanton's system? Will you be taking the Pyro tact or the Nyx tact?
I believe currently the plan is to head straight towards Pyro, where we would be most needed. But I can't lie and say that Nyx doesn't interest me.
Yes, a lot of us who remember Levski just have a nostalgia building up, and we're very excited to see lots of Borgs just spearheading a vanguard into the unknown of Pyro and our returning Nyx.
We are certainly looking forward to getting back into Nyx, and I'll say we have some kinship with the people of Nyx, and leave it at that before I say more than I should.
Sure. Well, thank you very much, Vigil Exploratory.
Thank you, Vigil. I'm glad you came back and redid your presentation.
Thank you for letting us redo it.
Our pleasure.
Also, hey, good to see you, Oliver.
Hello, Mr. Harper. Mr. Harper, there on your left, or well, to the right of the screen, is one of the reporters here on Zark Media, actually.
He's spoken very highly of working with you, Mr. Zark.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, Aaron.
Looking forward to capturing some nice footage for when we jump into the fray, as it were, the unexplored or lost.
I will say myself that I have been a follower of Zark Media for some time, and I'm excited for the more recent direction that you've managed to take.
Oh, that's awesome. And your organization having a reporter amongst you, I'm thinking I could maybe rely on you for field reports from faraway lands in the future when you have taken your ship and your crew some ways away.
We would be happy to provide whatever we can about the Black.
The original plan was to surprise you with a message in the future, but cat's out of the bag now.
Net7 viewers, that was Vigil Exploratory. Very interesting crew. Colonial and willing to forge a spearhead into the black, into the unknown.